So I can't ride the Street Fighter right now, and honestly, it's killing me. Ducati just issued a recall that affects the rear axle. Until I get it to the dealer, this bike is officially grounded. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I ride and talk about everything motorcycles, mostly this thing right here, Street Fighter V4, but unfortunately today, it's not about riding. It's about why I can't ride, unfortunately. So Ducati recently announced that the Street Fighter V4, Panigale V4, a few more models, I'll put the recall on the screen, end up having an issue with the rear wheel axle. And essentially, there's a risk that it could come off. So I believe there's a thin part of the axle that was some defect in manufacturing. There have been no cases in the US of this happening, but I think 11 internationally of this axle snapping. Now Ducati, to their credit, could not replicate the issue, but they are still issuing a recall and still doing it free of charge for owners. So I feel like that's it's kind of CYA for them, but I think it is a good thing that they're doing it. Just a quick plug if you guys are interested. Got some merch in the works here, so if you guys are interested in some merch, feel free to give me a little subscribe, and 10,000 subs we'll release all this stuff for you guys to buy. I'm super excited, actually. It turned out way better than I expected. Now, to give Ducati credit, they did catch this very quickly and are doing the right thing. Like I said, they're being proactive with everything now. So I'm taking it to the dealer. It does suck that I'm not able to ride it, but I would rather get it fixed than risk this thing falling off, the very small chance of it falling off when I'm attempting a really bad wheelie or doing totally the speed limit. So just to be rather safe than sorry, we're going to get this thing changed out. I'm getting it changed out tomorrow, so I'm going to film the process, and I'm not really sure how much I'm going to include, but at least give you guys an idea on how easy it is. You know, it'll be free of charge, but just kind of how nice the whole process is, or not nice, you know. Guess we'll just have to see. Now, what you guys can do is, I'll put all the links in the description below of like the recall and like what you guys can do, but you can actually search your VIN to make sure that your model is in the recall. And what I did was I called the dealer just to make sure that it was, you know, valid for them as well, and they confirmed that my VIN number is one of the affected ones. If any of you guys have a Street Fighter V4 or Panigale V4, I would check your VIN just to be safe. I believe it's only for the single-sided swing arm guys, so if you got a 2025 with the dual-sided, I don't believe you're at risk, but again, I would still double-check because I'm not 100% certain. I will be curious to see what the dealer thinks of the wrap on this thing. I don't know, it's definitely all in the eye of the beholder, and I'm curious to see how many of the guys are going to think this looks stupid, or maybe it looks cool to them. I don't know. But yeah, this is the culprit back here. Supposedly the shaft in here has a weak point, thin point within it that has the potential to snap. Now obviously, again, I have 7,000 miles in this thing. I beat the crap out of it. I really don't think it's an issue, but you know, when they issue a recall like that, it's pretty serious. So that's why everything's been on hold. My videos have been on hold. Just wanted to give you guys kind of an update on what's going on and why I haven't been putting out long form stuff. I've just been doing shorts, but that is the reason. Let's get this thing loaded. As you guys can see here, I did not end up filming, but I did get the bike loaded, and we were off to Warhorse Camp Hill. Everything went really smooth. Everybody there's great to deal with. Shout out to them. Always make it simple. Obviously, this was no charge because of the warranty work. So you can see it there sitting with all the other bikes before it. Actually, sorry, this was after it went in for service. And then there it is, loaded back up, ready to come back. It was very pain-free. I mean, it's quite the journey for me since I'm kind of far from them. But I hope you all have an amazing day. I'll catch you on the next one.